Hey, so I am curious, what does vision mean to you in business? When you think about vision, I hear it all the time. Do you have vision? Do you have purpose? What does it mean to you in business? I'm curious. I want to hear. I know that without vision, in my experience, I will repeat what's familiar. I'll be on autopilot. I won't really be up leveling to that next level or shooting for anything above where I'm at right now. And I just recently was in a meeting last week where we were asked about vision. What is our vision? And I thought, God, what is my vision? It's probably time to revisit it because it has shifted, it has changed. I think that's perfectly normal and appropriate to have visions change over time. So with vision, you can say that if you have a clear vision, you can say no to things that might get in your way, right? Things that might come up, and you can know that being on track with your vision, if you know exactly what it is you want to do, and someone asks you and it doesn't fit your vision or your mission statement, it's easy to say, no, thanks, I'm good, because you're clear on your vision and your path and where you're going. So here's a quote I want to share with you. It says, the greater danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that we aim too low and we reach it. That comes from Michelangelo. So I've been in that boat where I think I aimed too low and I reached it and I got comfy and I stayed there. If you're comfortable, you're not growing, right? Have you ever heard that? If you're in the growth zone, there's no comfort. If you're in the comfort zone, there's no growth. So that ties perfectly. That quote by Michelangelo completely validates that quote or that thought. So I've been in the process of creating a vision for myself recently. And how do I do that? How would you go about creating a vision? I'm hoping that's why you're here, so that I can help you cast vision for what's for you in the future. This comes from my favorite. I've referred to him many times as Jack Canfield. I want to give him the credit because that's where I first did this exercise of how to create vision for myself. And it came from doing an exercise where if you have a partner, I think it's great to have a partner asking you these questions. But if you're by yourself or want to do this by yourself, you certainly can. But I would set a timer for at least 3 minutes, but preferably even longer. And I would start asking yourself over and over again, what do you want? And you just start journaling. Mine, typically, I'll start journaling and just kind of let some words flow on paper. This is what I did last week. I pulled out my journal. I was feeling like, oh, I really am lacking vision. What do I want next? What is up for me next? And so I pulled out my journal. I started writing some notes. And then I eventually went to that flow of, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And I've asked myself over and over and over again. And it's interesting. I just blogged about this as well, that it starts out with things that you would imagine, right? Like, I want a new car. I want more clients. I want a hot body. I want to lose some weight. You start saying things that are a little bit more materialistic and less feeling as you continue on. That's why I say at least 3 minutes. I would recommend even more. 10 minutes is ideal. I think Jack Canfield recommends 10 minutes. And so you're doing this. What do you want? And you answer the question. What do you want? You answer the question. It gets deeper. The meaning gets deeper. It starts to become more about feelings, about desires, deeper desires, and you get deeper, deeper, deeper to what really is at the core of what you want. And as I did this last week, it was liberating. And so that's why I'm like, I got to do a post about this and talk about how freeing and liberating it is to get really crystal clear on what you want and what your vision is, because then everything else seems to fall in line and make sense. And you'll say yes to opportunities that make sense with your vision. You'll say no to ones that don't. And so I highly, highly recommend taking the 10 minutes to get clear on your vision, because with vision, you have clarity, you're inspired to take action. In fact, I have one more quote I want to share too. So here's another quote: create your future from your future, not your past. And here's the other one. This is the last one I'll share before I end this. If you want to be happy, set a goal, or I put in quotes, in my version is, or create a vision. Okay. So those are my words, not his. But if you want to be happy, set a goal or create a vision that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. That comes from Andrew Carnegie. Couldn't love that quote more. I think it's very applicable to this. As you cast vision for yourself, think about what you want in the future. Just take that 10 minutes, get clear. Everything else will fall into place after that. And I have some upcoming videos and content about goal setting, because that's what's next, right? You have vision. Now, what are your goals around that vision? What can you do that's within your control that helps you get closer to that vision and getting those goals accomplished? So stay tuned. That will be coming up in future episodes. So take care. If I can help you with anything that you're struggling with in business or personal, I'd love to help you. Put a question in the chat and we'll be sure and get to it in the future. Thanks.